What up, it's your girl Najee. Everybody hates K, but everything golden. And you're listening to T7M Radio with my man's Mr. Irrelevant. Yeah.
Yo, you are now rocking with the best. Welcome back, all my fellow sports fans and supporters. Welcome back. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk here on T7M Radio. I am your host, as always, the Kid 7 Mitchell. I sincerely appreciate y'all locking in tonight. You already know how we give it up. Russell Westbrook, J.O., arguably, maybe non-deniably, the most athletic point guard in NBA history, has just adopted the pump fake. In my opinion, as athletic as he has been and as outstanding as we have seen him be on the court, J.O., he just pulled off the biggest move against the OKC Thunder. They have paid this guy an extra $8 million to play an extra year. There is no way in the world. Now, I understand that it looked good on the face because Kevin Durant left. And loyalty plays a part in everything to an extent. But, man, there's no way in the world, J.O., that Russell Westbrook, being the competitor that he is, and even Michael Jordan co-signed and saying that he see a little bit of Westbrook in him. Westbrook is not going to win a championship in OKC. With the extension, I know he gets to still opt out after next year. There has been talks about Blake Griffin, a deal being made to bring Blake Griffin over to the Thunder to play with Westbrook. If he can't do the shit with Durant, I definitely don't see him being able to get a championship with Blake Griffin. I think the move was a great move on Westbrook's part as far as publicity, staying with OKC, getting the extra money. He definitely deserved it. But, J.O., this thing, man, after next year, is going to be a wrap. There's no way in the world Russell Westbrook is going to play the remainder of his career, or the most part of it, in OKC. It's just no way. I think he just adopted the pump fake to his arsenal of moves, and his own team, the OKC Thunder, was the first line of defense on it. What's your thoughts on the homie Russell Westbrook re-signing?
Well, it just goes to show that Russell Westbrook, this is what he wanted all along. And KD leaving the team, to me, is probably what Westbrook wanted. I mean, in my opinion, he should have played out his contract out this year, became a free agent, and exercised his options. But a guy like Westbrook who wants to be like Iverson, me, myself, and Iverson, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, some say it's competitive, but it just goes to the selfishness of Westbrook. In comparisons to Durant, Durant made a winning decision, a team decision. Westbrook wanted to show, like, yo, I am commando. I am the savior, and watch me work. And
last season, Russell, he became the fourth player in NBA history to average at least 20 points, 10 assists, and 5 boards. He joined the likes of Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and CP3 last year. If I'm not mistaken, Russell Westbrook was also was second in the NBA last season in points, right behind James Harden. So, like you said, it kind of gives to show that he is commando, he is the man, but it doesn't necessarily equal out to championship wins, championship appearances. And the talk about Blake Griffin somehow, being shipped over to OKC in his final year, by this being a contract year for him, what are you seeing with a team with Westbrook and Blake out in OKC? What's your thoughts on that?
I think that's a reach because if I'm not mistaken, Westbrook signed a 3-year deal with
$86 million, about $86 million, right?
So it's a 3rd year optional. I couldn't recall, but Blake Griffin, his next contract, I believe he's probably going to try to get 5 years at least. I don't think he'll sound like a 2-year deal like a lot of these guys doing. And I don't think he would go to Oklahoma City not knowing if Westbrook going to be there the next 4 to 5 years. So I don't really see that coming together. I think he'd be better off staying in L.A.
Now, I can see Westbrook. Now, I really prefer, and I was going to kind of bring this up next as far as where do we honestly think Westbrook in the next 3 to 5. I see Westbrook playing in L.A., whether it's in the gold and white or whether it's in the red and white with the Clippers, because I don't think CP3 is going to be in L.A. after next year. I really think that after his contract expires, I don't think they're going to re-sign CP3, or they might try to move him by the All-Star break. So I could see Westbrook and Blake making some noise in L.A. together with some pieces over there, or I can definitely see Russell in with the Lakers. But it's just so unbelievable to really think, especially as an OKC fan, to really think that what he did this week is going to, give them expectations that he's going to be there for a while. Like, that's just so crazy. This pump fake that he did was unbelievable.
It was the reason why he's been quiet all this time. He didn't mention anything about the Durant decision until, he signed his deal and was in the news conference. I mean, we all love Westbrook game, but I think he didn't make a winning decision with deciding to re-sign the multi-year contract.
I really agree with you 100%. I really think that move that he made this week was basically a kind of a rub in the face of KD. Like I brought up the whole loyalty factor. It makes him look like the good guy. We playing chess and not checkers. I'm not mad at it, but it was kind of predictable. It's not really shocking or surprising, especially knowing that he still has to play an option after next year. So I think that early on in the off season, we're about to start the NFL, so I think it was a good move at this time. But once the regular season starts for next year, I think what we just found out today that OKC will be hosting Golden State in February. That's going to be the first matchup in OKC for the return of Durant. So I think once the season really starts, Westbrook is going to continue to do him. But big picture-wise, man, I don't really see him having any success at all in that West compared to Kevin Durant. Like you said, Kevin Durant made a winning decision. And I just don't see Westbrook staying in OKC with the pieces that he has, being able to stop that or neutralize that at all.